A very warm welcome and good evening to all the attendees. I would like to thank you all on behalf of IIDST who have taken time on a weekday to go ahead and enjoy this learning experience with us tonight. So, alongside with me, I
Well,
have Ashish. Ashish Tiwari is a data scientist working with PwC, and he'll be
oh,
taking this
just one
session
minute.
with you guys.
Whether your voice is not very clear.
Okay, am I
Voice
audible
is,
now?
your voice is breaking.
Breaking. Okay, let me see.
Just change your mic. What about others? Are you guys able to hear properly?
I guess now it should be better. Am I audible now? Guys, even if you have the same problem, you can just type in the chat box. You might be able to see that chat wherein I can understand that if there is any glitch in the audio towards reaching it to you guys.
Now it's better.
Now it's better. It's clear.
Yeah, it's clear.
Perfect. Guys, I would also want you to give me a yes and a thumbs up in the Q&A. I can see many attendees have joined. Amadeep, Avinash, Harish, Siddharth, Pooja, Srinivasan, Alan. Guys, give me a yes. Give me a nod. Come on. Perfect. I'm getting so many responses. Thank you so much for this. Perfect. So I'll not take much of your time since I am not someone who's going to take you through this journey. It's Ashish, who is a data scientist at PwC. However, before him taking you through a learning experience with us tonight, I will just give a small housekeeping and then I'll leave it over to Ashish that all of you have been put on a listen only mode so that you can listen to the speaker in a loud and a clear manner so that we can make sure that you're getting what we are trying to picture out here. In the meanwhile, you can either be ready with a pen and paper to jot down any questions that you have because towards the end of this session, we are going to have a Q&A round wherein you can obviously go ahead and put down any questions or queries that you have and we'll be loving to answer those for you. Also, there is the same chat box that you were just typing in and giving me a nod of yes. You can go ahead and type your questions and queries there. Ashish and I would be keeping an eye on it so that whenever you have any doubts or anything that you have, you can just ping us there and we'll be interacting with you guys. I hope it's clear, guys. Give me a yes so that I can hand over the mic to Ashish. Come on, let's make this interactive. Pooja, Harish, Sunny, Swamini, Anurag, Amardeep, Alan, Avinash. Thank you. I'm getting the thumbs up. I'm getting the responses. Perfect. So, Ashish, over to you. You can take over and make sure that all the learners have a good experience.
Thanks, Vaibhav, and welcome everybody. Welcome to the course. This course is gonna be about the Python. So basically, we are going to learn about the Python. Okay. And as Vaibhav said that if you have any issue, just bring in the chat section and I will try to solve that issue. And after the session as well, if you have anything, just note down somewhere. And in the last, you can ask by the, in the Q&A session. So let me share my screen first of all. Just give me a minute. Hope you guys are able to see my screen.
Yeah, it's visible as of now.
Okay. Perfect. So as I said that today's session is gonna be for the master class on the Python, and today we have the agenda of this. Okay, we have the agenda for today's class. We are going to learn about the Google Colab. Why do we need that? After that, Python, basic introduction of Python. Okay, why do we need to learn the Python? Okay, and we'll see all the other is scope why we should learn Python, what is the way, in which field we can apply the Python. If you want to switch your career into the data science field, then which technologies, which libraries you basically need to learn, because there is a lot of things in the Python. Okay, so we are going through that, and then we will start very basic in the Python. So first we'll types of variable. We are going to see data types in Python, which is pretty basic. And as of now, I'm just assuming that you all are from the different background. Okay, I'm just assuming you don't have any idea about Python. Okay, so that's why we have kept this session. So I will make the session very interactive in such a way that if you are very new and if you don't know anything about the programming language, anything about any programming language, anything. Okay, so from there we are going to start. Okay, so don't worry about at all if you are very new, if you are working in some different background, if you are a student, or maybe you are working professional but you are working in different field, marketing, mechanical, chemical engineering, all those stuff doesn't matter from which background you have done your engineering. Not just engineering, you have done your graduation in any field, like you have done that BA, BSc, BCA, anything. I'm just assuming you don't have any idea about the Python. So from that point, we are going to start that. Okay. We'll see loops and function, how we can create that. And just keep your attention in the session. Okay. If you have any issue, just let me know what you are facing. Okay. And after that, why I'm saying that you need to keep the focus, because in the session I'm going to ask few questions from you. Okay, so if you are keeping attention, then you will be able to give the answer. And when I'm saying that we are going to conduct the quiz, so that doesn't mean that we are going to compare anybody with anyone. Okay, it is just for you. Just evaluate yourself. Okay, after getting the answer, we will provide you the question and also answer as well, but just evaluate yourself how you are able to understand the things. Okay, that's it. Perfect. Perfect. So first thing, that Python, whenever someone is saying Python, okay, what is coming in your mind? Like, we have a lot of things. Okay, we have uh we have a lot of languages available. Why we just need to learn the Python? Okay, that is the first question that should come in our mind whenever we are talking about uh, data science. So we all know, I'm not going deep into that, like data science. I'm just assuming you are just considering data science as a AI field. Okay, where all the role will come, like data analyst, data scientist, machine learning engineer, deep learning engineer, NLP. I'm not going to explore about those things. You can just assume data science is like a AI field, okay, where you are going to implement the AI. That's it. Now the thing is that why you should just learn the Python, why not the other language? Okay, so first of all, I would like to say Python, that you are hearing. Python is nothing, it is just a programming language. Okay, so Python is nothing, it is just a programming language. So just like Python, there are a lot of languages available. Okay, like Java, you might have heard about the Java, C++, Sharp C, okay, R language, Julia, a lot of languages are there. Okay, but one of the most popular programming language that people use in the field of data science is Python. Around 60% people are using Python languages in the data science field. Whether you are working as a machine learning engineer, deep learning engineer, NLP engineer, or maybe you are working as a AI engineer. These days you are hearing a lot of words like Chat GPT, Google Gemini, right? DeepSeek, Grok. A lot of LLMs are coming. So now people who are responsible to who are responsible to building those steps, people who are building those kind of application, they are nothing, they are known as AI engineers. So AI engineers are also using the Python language. Okay, so more or less you can just consider, like, if you want to switch your career into the data science field, so you will have to learn the Python. Not just Python, But I can say Python is the one of the most popular language. As I said, around 60-70% people are using the Python. So that's why it is one of the most popular language. We have other languages as well, like R language, Julia. People are using, but that is very less, around 5 to 10%. Okay, but Python is very popular. Why this is very popular? The reason is that it has very rich libraries. Okay, it has lot of libraries. Few of might you have heard that NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn, correct? So whatever you have done, when talking about the NumPy, there is a one library which is NumPy. So whatever mathematics you have seen, you have studied till your graduation till today, everything can be solved with the help of NumPy library. Whatever the data you are seeing, you have seen in your career, correct? Everything can be handled with the help of Pandas library. Another library you might have heard Matplotlibs and Seaborn. So anything, any charts, like if you want to do the visualization of any data, how the data is looking like, if you have suppose you have 10 million, 20 millions, more than that data, correct? So you will have to see the distribution of data, how data is distributed. So in that condition also, you can use the Matplotlib and Seaborn. It will give you very interactive uh, dashboards, very interactive charts. So you don't need to learn the other tools like Power BI, Tableau. You can do all these steps in the Matplotlib Seaborn. So this is just few of them. So Python has a lot of tools, libraries, right? Mm, they have a lot of libraries. So anything, whatever you want to perform, you can do with the help of these libraries. So that's why Python is very popular in the field of data science. Other thing, it is still continue into the research. Okay, so suppose you have any issue, suppose there is something which is not working in your system. Okay, there is something which is not working in Python language. So it has very rich community support, correct? You can just type somewhere on the online portals, correct? So very quickly people will support you, right? This is just few of them. It is very easily you can deploy that. Whenever you are saying that deploying the application, so you don't need to learn a lot of things like Java. See, whenever you are going to deploy any application, you will have to learn their front end, back end, then cloud technologies. But in the Python, it is very easy. There are some tools like scikit-learn, other things are there where you don't need to learn a lot of Python. Just within few line of code, you can deploy your application very quickly. So you don't need to learn the front end technologies, all those stuffs. So, and other thing is that, as I said, this is still into the research, right? So again, every day a new technologies and new tools are coming in this language. So that's why Python is one of the most popular programming language in the world, and this is one of the most used programming language in the field of data science. So that means the conclusion here we can make is that if you want to switch your career from any background into the data science, you must be aware about the Python language, right? Clear, guys? Do you have any question? Anything? Are we okay till now? If you have any question, just ping in the chat section. Okay, I'll be looking into it. I hope you guys are able to hear me clearly. Just give a quick thumbs up. This I can't see. You can just type in the chat section, or you can just give a quick thumbs up if you are able to hear me properly. We can move our session ahead. Just ping in the chat section, or just give a quick thumbs up. Everybody, if you are able to hear me clearly, just give me a minute. Voice is oh, voice is breaking. Is it? Is it for all? Just give me a minute. Let me change my mic then. Thanks, Alan. Hello. What about now? Is it clear? Okay, perfect. Perfect. Thanks. Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Okay, let me check the chat section. Can you tell me what is X? Okay. Avinash is saying that can you please tell me what is actually they do in company data analysis, data scientist, ML engineer, programming list. Okay. Tarun is saying that can I speak in Hindi? So guys, do you want me to use the Hindi language or English? We had no interaction, so this is first time we are interacting. Do you want me to use the Hindi language, or we can use the mix, or we just need to stay in the English language? Guys, English is okay? Hello? No, please, still mix, no issue. Okay. Okay, perfect. I will use the English, or maybe sometime we can use the mix. I hope people are from the different region. So if I'm going to use just Hindi, so it might be issue for you. So I am using that. But if you are not able to understand anything, then do let me know. Okay. And okay, please. Yeah, sure. I will continue in the English. Don't worry. Sure. Don't worry. Coming to one thing, Amardeep sir, I have one big problem. My English is weak. Don't worry, Amardeep. If you are not able to understand, then let me know that topic. But don't worry, we are not using very complicated English. So we are going to use very simple. So that is not going to be the big issue for you. Coming to next one. I will take the every question. Can you tell me what actually they do in company data analysis, data scientist, ML engineer? So see, guys, if you have any question, as I said that, just note down somewhere. In the last few, I mean, we will keep the Q&A session. So in that session, you can ask me all these questions like what is their role, what they actually do in the industry, how you should prepare for that. All those questions, I will take everything. So don't worry. As of now, during the session, just ask me for the session that we are discussing, okay, for the topic that we are going to discuss, okay. But after the session, once we will finish the everything, then you can ask anything related to anything, like what is their roles, responsibility, what language you should learn, from where you should learn, everything, whatever is coming in your mind, you can ask me. You are feel free to ask that. But as of now, just in the session, just ask the which is related to your topic that we are going to discuss, okay. After that, we will take everything. Don't worry. Perfect. Perfect. Now, as I said that Python, now we all are aware, like why do we need to learn about this? What is the use of, correct? And why anybody should learn about this, correct? Everything. Coming to the next step, okay, that the Python. But before that, I will say something to you. Correct. One thing, so suppose, see, this is just a language, okay, but to write this language you will have to install ID. Okay, like where you will have to learn the, where you have to write the code. So there are different IDs available where you can write the code. Okay, like you can install the Jupyter notebook, you can install the Anaconda, you can install the Python itself, correct? You can install the uh, PyCharm, you can install the, a lot of tools are available. But as of now, since you all guys are new, and if I will tell you that you need to install the, any software, it will take some time. So very easiest way, one of the very easy way, what you can do is that just go on the Google and type the Google Colab. Okay, if you want, then you can do the coding just along with me. Okay, so if something is not working in your system, then do let me know. Okay, and of course, if you don't want to do the coding parallelly, then after this session, I'm going to share this, notebook with you. You can run that in your system. You can watch the recording. So feel free, whatever you want to do, you can do that. So first link will come like this. Welcome to the Colab. Correct, something will come like this. You just need to see, first thing will come like this. Here you just need to open this one, new notebook in Drive. Just to go there. Okay, so see here, you can see you will get this interface. Okay, so this is interface given by the Google Colab. This is nothing, this is Google Colab, where you can write your all the queries. Okay, where you can write the code. Basically, one of the biggest advantage of using this tool is that you don't need to install anything in your system. Okay, you don't need to install any software. Suppose you don't need to install the Python, any ID. Okay, so suppose something is not working in your system, you don't need to worry about that. Just go on the Google, type the Google Colab, and this interface will come. Here you can write your code, it will run very good. Okay, very successfully. So the first thing that you can see here is that this is your name. Okay, your file name. You can just rename the file name whatever you want. Okay, suppose I can type master class on Python. Wait, master class on Python. This one I can write. Okay, now second thing that you will have to do is that you just need to connect here. Okay, just click here, connect. So here you can see, here you are getting, see, Python connecting to Python 3 Google Compute Engine backend. So on the backend, it will connect your, Python engine by default. Okay, and where this file will get saved. So you must be wondering that you have named this from where we can access this file. So whatever the Google Drive, okay, whatever the Google account you are using here, okay, so it will get saved in that particular drive. Okay, suppose I'm using this email ID. So this file will get saved in this Google account, in this Google Drive account. Okay, so same thing for you. So here you can see it is saying that it is connecting. So just wait for some time. It will get connected. Okay, just give me some time. Okay, so here you can see it is saying that connected to Python 3 compute engine on the back end. And if I will click here, here you can see, as of now, this is using my system's RAM and ROM, okay, memory. But if you want to use the GPUs, so it is not that you can just use the Python. They have many language, R, Julia. So feel free, whatever language you want to use, you can just select from here. Second thing is that suppose you are working on any application which requires a huge computational power. So in that condition, they have this GPU, okay, and this TPU. This one, okay, and this one. So this is freely available, which is given by the Google. You can use that, but suppose if still you need more computational power, so you will have to purchase that, correct? But just as a normal, just for a just for coding purpose, as a practice, so these things are sufficient. Feel free to use anything. Either you can use this one, this one, this one. I'm going to use the CPU. Okay, that's it. Just save here. Here you can see I have connected that. Second thing is that whenever whatever the load you will take, so here you will see like how the load is, you are using that. Everything you will see here. Correct? Any question? Let me check. Sir, I'm completely from a non-technical. Is that Python easy for me to understand? Yeah, of course, Simangi. So as I said, guys, this is for Arya, Sivangi, everybody. As I said that, all I'm just assuming you all guys are from the different background. You all guys are from non-tech background. You have done your BA, BSc, BCA. Okay, so I'm just assuming you don't know anything about the Python. Okay, and believe me, once you will start learning about this, you will feel like this is so easy. Okay, anybody, any non-technical person, anyone can learn the Python language. This is one of the most easiest, I can say, language when you are comparing with other languages like Java, C++, Turbo, all those things. They are very complicated, but Python is just like your English. I mean, if you know English, if you are able to speak the English, you can write the English. So more or less, this is going to be the same. Around, you can say around 40-50% is going to same. Okay, so don't worry about that at all. Everybody, Sivangi, Arya, everybody, just pay attention, and you will see in this session that we are going to cover. Just pay attention what I am doing. By the end of the session, you can tell me like how you are feeling, how confidence you are feeling, and after that you can take the decision. So don't worry about that at all. Just pay attention what I am doing, and if you are facing any issue, I mean, if you are not able to understand anything, just let me know. Just ping in the chat section. Okay, so don't worry. I'm just assuming that we are, as I said, we are going to start from the very basic. Okay, clear, guys? Shivangi, Arya, just give a quick thumbs up if that's okay for you. Guys, just pick in the chat section. Okay, perfect. Perfect, Shivangi. Perfect. So, so this is how you can open the Jupyter. This is how you can open the Google Colab. Now, here, this is the cell where you will have to write the code. Okay, anything you can write here. Okay, now, and here you can see this is a code, so you can just type multiple codes. Okay, don't worry about that. I'm not going to deep into this how you need to write everything. Okay, I will tell you like how you need to run your code, so don't worry. Coming to our PPT again. Okay, here you can see, so we have seen the Google Colab, we have seen the Python, correct? Now coming to the common variable type. No, not common. Yeah, so this is basically common libraries that we have in the Python, correct? So this is not a lot of, there are a lot of, as I said, there are a lot of libraries available in the Python. This is just a few of them, correct? So NumPy, which is used as of now, if I will take anything which you are not able to understand, like array, all those stuff, don't worry, we will discuss everything. Okay, so don't worry about that. So in the simplest way, I can say NumPy is used to handle the everything. If you are dealing with the mathematical problem, okay, whatever the mathematics you have gone through till today, okay, anything whatever you have studied in your career, everything you can solve with the help of few lines code with the help of NumPy library. Okay, SciPy, any statistical thing that you have learned in your career, okay, I can say in your school days, college days, everything can be solved with the help of this library. Matplotlib Seaborn, as I said, that if you want to visualize the data set, how your data set is distributed, correct? If you want to make the charts, dashboards, so everything you can do with the help of these two libraries. Okay. And if you have data which is like Excel, PDF, Word file, TXT file, okay, anything you can do with the help of pandas libraries. Okay, so this is just few common libraries. So there are a lot of libraries available. There are tons of libraries available. You don't need to worry about that at all. We'll discuss one by one. This is just just giving you some brief info. Going forward, we are going to explore every library. So don't worry about that at all. Coming to this one, so from here, this is one basic thing. You can say this is the ABCD of English language. Okay, so I'm going to start, as I said, that I'm going to start from very basic. ये या सर हमें क्या बेसिक प्री से जरूरत होती है क्या ये टॉपिक पर? नो, यू डोंट नीड टू लर्न एनीथिंग, यू डोंट नीड एनी प्री रिक्विजिट्स. Okay, so I have second RA is saying that I haven't done coding before and Python includes coding, so that will be easy for me to. Yes, of course, as I said that, yeah, this is going to be easy for everybody. So don't worry. Okay, if you as I said that I'm just assuming you have not studied anything, you have not learned anything so far. Okay, so from very basic, you can just say whenever you are going to learn the English language, you will start from the ABCD, correct? So same thing, we are going to start from the ABCD of Python. So don't worry. Okay, perfect. Don't worry about, guys, it is going to be very fun. Don't worry. Now here you can see types of common variable, correct? What does that mean? So the thing is that common variable in the sense like how many types of data as an input you can pass to the Python language. Okay, or you can say you can get from the Python. Okay, so basically you can say how many types of data you will be dealing in the Python. Okay, so basically 4 types of data you will get, okay, throughout whatever operation you are doing. Any operation, if you are performing anything in the Python, you will get 4 types of common data types. Okay, this we call the common variables. Okay, now, so the first one that you have is integer. Okay, I'm going to write here. So and I think I have to zoom this. Okay, perfect. So first one is going to be integer. Okay, integer. What is this? Integer. Perfect. So integer is basically anything which will come as a complete number. Okay, anything that will come as a complete number. Suppose, example, example 10, 21. Okay, suppose 23, 90, 100, 101, 122, correct? Anything 900. So it will start from the 0 and it will go till infinity, infinite. Any number what is coming in your mind, whatever you can think, what is available in the world, if that is complete number, that means pure integer. Okay, that is pure complete number, it doesn't have any decimal thing, so that you can say it is integer number. Okay, so this type of data you can pass as a variable in the Python. Okay, thing is that what is the syntax of this? Syntax is int. Okay, syntax is int. How? Now, suppose you have 10, as I said, you have 10. So 10 is nothing, it is integer. Let's assign this a anything. Let's assign is a variable, suppose a. Okay. And if you want to know, if you want to print the output, so here you can say this is just a random input. You have assigned it to a variable, okay, which is a. You can assign to, you can assign any variable. It can be anything like a, b, c, d, your name, any place, anything. Variable, as I said, you must have seen in the field of mathematics. Variable can be anything, correct, which will vary. And now after assigning how you will get the output, just print that. Print it. Here you can say this is a. Okay. And how you will check whether this is integer or the float? So for that you have a function like type, type. Okay. And now just pass the variable name a. Here you can see you are getting int. That means this is integer. Okay. Here I can say checking the data type. Okay. That's it. Now, second one that we have. So any issue? I mean, integer, is that clear? Are you able to understand exactly what is integer? So if something will come, I mean, this one, can you identify like whether this is integer or not? Everybody? Okay, perfect. Correct. So this is pretty clear. If something is coming as a complete number, so that we call the integer. Okay, this is variable type. Second one that we have is float. Float. Correct. The syntax for this is float. Okay. How, what is float? Okay. How you will get to know exactly what is float? So anything which will come as a decimal number. Okay. Integer was coming as a complete number and float will be in the decimal number like 2.3, 1.7. And this is not just one, I mean 1 point. I mean it can be multiple places as well, like 1.222222222. Correct. So any number, like any numbers can be left side or the right side. Okay, but there should be at least one decimal number. Okay, the decimal point should be there, and the numbers can be anything on the left side, right side. There's no limitation on that. Okay, so anything, any number that is coming in your mind that is existing in the world, that you can consider as a float variable, like 8.9, 11.5, correct, etc. So anything whatever is coming in your mind as a decimal number, that we call the float. Now how you can check that? So suppose you are assigning same thing. Let's assign something else. Okay, so I'm assigning a float, so suppose 44.1. okay, now if we want to get the output, if we want to print this, what we'll have to use here? Tell me which function we can use. If I want to print this output, what can I do? So this 44.1, I have assigned a variable b, correct? And if I want to print this, what function I will have to use? Just ping in the chat section. Any idea? Are you getting my point? If I want to print the output, then what function I'll have to use? C plus P. No. So it is going to be the print beta. See, here you can see I have used the print to get the output, right? So whenever you want to execute anything, you want to get the output, you will have to use the print function. Okay. So here you can see you have assigned 10 to a variable a, right? And when you wanted to take the, see, so here you can see you have assigned a variable which is a, that is 10. And when you want to print the output, you have used the print function, correct? When you wanted to get the output. So same way here, if we want to know, if we want to get the output, we'll have to use the print function. And it is not just here. In the Python, every time in your whole career, every time if you want to get the output of your code, you just need to print that particular things. Okay, you just need to print like this. Sorry, just run first of all, and here you can see you are getting B, that is 44.1. Clear, guys? Now, second thing, as I said, how you can check whether this is float or the integer, which function will have to use. As I told you, see here you have checked, right? So here what will have to use? Anyone? Just guys use the chat section very quickly. Okay, just use the chat section and make it very interactive. I'm just assuming that you guys don't know anything in the Python, so don't hesitate at all if you are thinking that okay, the answer is wrong. Okay, no one is going to judge you. See, you all guys are from different location, different background. Okay, you don't know each other, so don't get hesitate. Don't think that don't assume. Okay, don't think that someone is going to laugh at me. No, you are working, you are just a student and you are in the learning phase. Okay, so don't worry, nobody, no one has the background in the IT or the Python. Everybody is new, so just guess whatever is coming in your mind. Okay, whatever I'm asking, just put in the chat section, so I will get to know like you are very active, you want to learn that. Okay, perfect. So now if I want to know this b that we have built here, whether this is integer or float, how we can check? Anyone, any idea? You, what function I will have to use to check the data type? Checking the data type, how we can check that? Anyone? We'll have to use the type function, correct? We'll have to use the type and whatever we want to. So type is basically, it is a function. Okay, it is a function. So whatever the data type, okay, you want to check, you can just pass inside this bracket. Suppose you have any variable a, b, c, anything, you can just put inside that. So here you can see I have just put here inside this. So what it will give? It will give that what is the data type of this b. So just give, so here you can see it is saying that b is float data type. Okay, so here you can see now we are clear. We have seen two variable type, the integer and float. Okay, so everybody, the both things are clear or not? Integer and float, whatever we have seen, is that clear? Everything, integer and float, variable type. Everybody just use the chat section. Okay, perfect, perfect. Amadeep, Avinash. Oh, very good, very good, very good. Okay, yeah, great, you guys are in the session. Okay, just make this very interactive. Okay, if you will message something, then I will get to know like you guys are really understanding. Okay, because you guys are new, so I'm sure like there will be something you are not able to understand. There will be something which is going to be the new for you. Just make available, just make the session very interactive. Okay, just ping in the chat section if there is any issue from your side.
I will resolve that. Okay, but make sure just learn everything. Perfect. Now, so we have seen two things. We have seen integer, anything which is complete, which is coming as a complete number, which will we are going to say that this is integer. If something is coming as a decimal number, we will say that is float variable. Second one that we have is string. Third one, I can say, sorry. Third one that we have is string. Is string. Okay. The syntax for a string is str. Okay. And what is string? String. What is string? So a string is basically, you have seen noun. Okay, in the grammar in the English you have seen noun. So same thing is string. So anything which is coming inside under the double bracket like this. Okay, we are going to say that is string. So suppose I can say John. Okay, there is another word. Suppose like this. Leo. Okay, India. Okay, Delhi. Delhi. Okay, and it is not just one word, it can be a sentence as well, like I am going office. So anything whatever will come like this under the double bracket, we will say that this is nothing, this is a string variable. Okay, this is nothing, this is just a string data type. Okay, same thing noun, you can say anything, and it is not just the words, this is not just a text. So anything, as I said, anything which will come under the double bracket, we are going to say like this, that will be a string. Suppose you have a number, this one. So here it is not a number, it is not a integer, this is a string. Say, don't get confused. If number is like this, okay, so this is, in the case, this is integer, but if it is coming under double bracket like this, so in that case, now this is string, not the integer. Are you getting my point? So here is a twist. As I said, anything, if you are using the double bracket, I mean double comma, double inverted comma, so in that condition, anything whatever is coming inside that, after that it will become the string. Okay, clear? So don't get confused, anything. And as I said, it can be this one as well. So suppose if this is coming like this, 3.6, although if I'm writing just 3.6, if I'm just writing like this, so this is float. But if I'm writing under double inverted comma, so in that condition it is string. Okay, I'm just going to copy this one. So here you can see this, all we have is string. Okay, so anything like the character, the text, word, sentence, number, float, anything, if that is under the double inverted comma, then we will call it a string. Clear, guys? Any issue? Clear, everybody? Perfect. Perfect. Now let's see how we can use this. Okay, so let's start. Let's assign this to a variable name. Suppose I'm going to make a string like this, USA. Okay, or let's take one word, America. This one. So we have a string which is America. We have assigned to a variable which is C. Okay, now if we want to check the data type of C variable, what function we can use? Tell me. Okay, first of all, let's take the output. How we can take the output? Like if we want to uh, take the output of C variable, what function will I have to use? Just ping in the chat. what function we can use if we want to print, if we want to get the output of c variable, like what does that, what is c, how we can get the output? Anything? Just check your, just ping in the chat, guys. Any idea? Print beta. See, print will have to use. See, if we want to take the output, like we want to understand exactly what is c, so we'll have to use the print. Correct? Print c. So, okay, first of all, let's run this. See, sorry, we forget to run this. Let's run first of all, then print. So here you can see we are getting this America, correct, which is c. Now, if we want to check the data type of this variable c, what we can use? Which function? Just ping in the chat section. Anything, guys, don't worry. If which is, I mean, see, if that is right, wrong, don't hesitate. Just ping whatever is coming in your mind. Just ping in the chat section. Anybody? If we want to check the data type of this function, see what we can write here, how we can check that? Anybody? Like if we want to check like whether the c variable, which is whether if this is integer, float, string, how we can check that, how we can validate it? We have discussed, see, today we have discussed 2-3 times. Anybody? Yeah, who's this? Harish. Yes, Harish. Just guys, just use your chat section. If you have any question, any issue, just use chat section. Anybody? Do you have? Are you aware how we can check it? No? Yes? Anyone? Harish, Amardeep, Avinash. How we can check it? Oh, I think you guys are typing somewhere. If I'm not getting.
Go to Q&A only, scroll down, I guess they are typing in the Q&A only.
Oh, I think why this is not working. Yeah, okay. Oh, perfect. Sorry, I didn't get it. Okay.
Continue, please.
Okay. Type. Okay, you guys are writing. Oh, perfect. Yeah, perfect. So what will happen when a decimal number comes? Because decimal number is called float variable. Yeah. So Harish, if something is coming as a decimal number, then we call the. Okay, so as I said, if something is coming inside string, inside double comma, okay, then we call the string. Okay, if that is number, I mean this is integer, float, anything, we call that string. Okay, so suppose a lot of things, a lot of people have said the type. Yeah, perfect, we can use the type. Sorry guys, I was not checking your chat section, I don't know why it was not coming. So yes, we can use the type, and here you can see it is coming as a str. Correct? That means the c is nothing, Python is validating like this is str. Okay, perfect. Now coming to next thing, how we can access the different elements from the string. Okay, suppose let's assign a string name. Let's assign a string name. Suppose my variable, as I can say anything you can assign, or let's say d. Okay, d, and here I have used the one word which is India. Okay, now I can write here what we are going to see. Accessing different element from string. Guys, just pay attention. It is very important, and this is going to help you throughout in your career. Like whenever you are going to use the Python, it is going to help you. Okay, now perfect. So here you can see this is India. Okay, this is variable. Okay, now if I will ask to you, like if we want to access the D character from the India, if I want to if I want to access how we can access it? Okay, if we want to just take A, how we can take that? Okay, we want to access this. So the point is that here the indexing, basically you will have to take that from the place number. Okay, so from which place it will come. Here you can see 1 0 1 2 3 4 5. So it has the 5 element. Okay, 5 character, INDIA. But the funny part is that, okay, so here the number will not start from 1. Okay, it will start from 0. So here 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, and this is going to be everywhere in the Python. Okay, so every time numbering, basically we call that position. When you say position, this one we call the index. Okay, indexing basically. So indexing will start from 0. Okay, here I can write note in the Python index will start from 0. Okay, so if I will ask you what is the position of I, then you can say this is 0, N 1, D 2, I 3, A 4. Okay, so if I will ask you like what is the position of I, you can say this is 0th position. Okay, I is on the 0th position, not on the first. Okay, the number will not start from 1 2 3 4. Not, it will start not from 1 2 3 4. It will start every time from 0. So 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, perfect. Now if I want to access this one element, okay, the first, that is 0th, so you will have to just write the variable name, okay, in which you have, and you have the square bracket like this, and inside that you just need to pass the position of that particular character that you want to access. Suppose you want to access the I, so you will have to pass 0. Okay, like that. And now let's print it. Okay, let's print this. Okay, wait a minute. Here you can see you are getting which is I. Okay, you are getting which is I. Now if I will ask you like give me the how we can access the D. Tell me how we can access the D. Just ping in the chat section. Here Harish is saying, can you please tell me what the difference between double has used in the different lines? Okay, this is nothing guys, this is just to make as a comment. Okay, so don't worry. When I'm using like this, see like this, so we are making that this is comment. We don't need to run this. See, I will tell you. So here you can see this is, as of now, this is just a language. Here you can see the code is running pretty fine. Okay, if I will put the has language, now code will not run. Now Python will understand this is not a code, this is just an instruction, this is just a description. Okay, this is comment, you don't need to run this. Here you can see you will not get anything. Okay, so any has you can just put, and has will convert that particular code into a comment. Okay, so don't worry. Perfect. Clear guys? Now if I want to access the D word, how we can access that? Just ping in the chat section. what we can use that? Access the D character. D character. How we can do that? If we want to access the D, this one, this D, how we can get that? Just you chat. Okay. D0. Okay, thank you. D is 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Yeah, perfect, perfect, perfect. So this is nothing. This is D. And here you can just come with me. 0, 1, 2. Okay. 0, 1, 2. Correct. So here it will come 2. Okay. You can use D bracket me 2. Clear, guys? Now, so like that you can use anything. Suppose you want to access the A. This one, A. How you can do that? How you can access A? Tell me. How you can access A? In India, if you want to access A, what is the position? How you can access A? Chat section. A is 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct. So A is going to be 4. 4. So here you are getting that is A. One more thing, guys, I would like to highlight here. See, as I said that here the word that you have is India. Okay. And when we are going from left to right, from I to A, like from left to right, then the number will start from 0. The indexing will start from 0. Correct? But someone can ask me like, hey Ashish, although you are saying that we are going to access the element from this side, what if we can access from this side? If we are coming from right to left, suppose I'm not going from this side, I'm going from this side, A, I, D, and I, from this side, then what is going to be the syntax, how the number will start here? Okay, so here number will start from minus. Okay, and tricky part is that here the number will start from -1, -2, -3. So here let's write in the Python, if we are going from left to right, then index will start from 0. Index will start from 0. Next, if going from right to left, then index, same thing, number, everything, number will start from -1. Okay, so if you are saying A, so this is -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. So from right to left, if you are coming, so it will start from minus. And if you are going from left to right, like from this one, I and D, IA, so it will start from 0. Perfect. So now tell me, if you want to access the I and you are going from left to right, so what will be the position? Left to right. I'm not saying right to left. Let's access the I. Okay. So if you have the India, okay, like this, which is nothing, this is D. Okay, this one you have. Okay. Now, suppose you want to access the I. Okay, and you are going from left to right. Left to right. So what you can pass here? Tell me. Guys, just ping in the chat section. this we want to access I, and you are going from left to right from I and DIA. So what you can type here? How? So please tell me, when it comes to sentence, if the Python uses Hari's, so please, when it comes to a sentence, okay, if Python uses 8421, so that means this is the number. Okay, so if you are saying that, you are using like this 8421, so that means this is the length of your string. Okay, so suppose you have a long text, a paragraph, so this is going to be your index number 8421. Okay, don't worry. Now let's concentrate here. If I want to access the I element and we are going from left to right, then what I can type here? How we can access that? Guys, anybody? How we can access if I want to access the I and we are going from left to right, from this side, from I and DIA, from this. So what is going to be the position here? Perfect. So here the position is going to be 1, 2, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. So here you can type 3. So here you can get I. Okay. Now, suppose here you are going right to left, right to left. Okay. You are coming from this side, I, A, I, D, and I. Now, if you want to access the I element, how you can do that? Tell me. Guys, any idea? Why is this not on? Why? Guys, are you facing some issue? Why is problem? Hello. Guys,
No, you're, no,
are
you're
you
audible. You're audible. You're audible. I guess, Amardeep, if you're having the voice issues, you can just try to rejoin once. Sometime it happens due to the network congestion. Otherwise, sir is audible. I'm sure others can give a nod. People who are there, Harish, Avinash, Siddharth, if you can just give a nod that he's audible so that he can continue.
So Amardeep, if you have any issue, I mean, this is issue from your side, so just try to rejoin, or maybe you can use the, different network. Okay, it will work fine. Amardeep, just use different mic, okay, or just use the different network, or just rejoin the session, because apart from you, other people are able to hear me. Okay, so I think there's some network issue from your side. Just change your network. Okay, Siddharshan. Okay. Okay. So now tell me here, someone is saying that if I want to access the I element and we are moving from right to left, so what is going to be the position of I? Tell me. Here from left to right, this is 3, and we are going from right to left. So then what is position of I? Tell me, guys, very quickly. Perfect. So here I is going to be -1, -2. So I is going to be the -2. So here you can see output is same. Okay. So if you are going either from left to right, or you are going from right to left, it is totally your choice. You can just access any element, but the only tricky part is that, only the point is that, if you are going from left to right, so the indexing will start from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you are going from right to left, the indexing will start from -1, -2, -3. Okay, is that clear, guys? Everybody? Oh, thanks, Harish. Yeah, your answer is good. Perfect. So is that clear, guys? Whatever we have discussed, integer, float, and string. We have discussed three types, I mean, three common variable types. Is that clear? Everything? Whatever we have discussed so far, do you have any issue? in integer, float, or string? Perfect. Perfect. Fourth one that you have is Boolean data type. Okay. Fourth one you have is Boolean data type. Okay. What is that? Boolean data type. Okay. Boolean. What is that? So anything which will come either true or false, that we call the Boolean. Okay. Example, true or false. So if you have two variable like this, true and false, so that we call the Boolean. Okay. And the syntax is going to be bool. Okay. Let's assign this. Let's create a variable here. Okay. I'm going to create a variable which is nothing, which is, let's assign anything. Let's assign D or E, anything, whatever you want. Let's assign R. And here I can say true. Okay. Now, if I want to print it, basically I can just type here print. Okay, just run first of all. Here you can say you are getting true. And if I want to check the data type, you can just type here type, and you just need to pass the variable name R. That's it. Here you can see it is coming as a Boolean. That means this is a Boolean data type. Clear, guys? So this is all you have. Okay, you have basically four types of common variable. Correct? So anything as of now, whatever, whenever you are dealing in Python, so basically you will get the data type basically four variable that you will be dealing. That is going to be the four. Okay, either the data will be like this integer form, correct? Either the data is going to be in the float, or maybe in the form of string, or maybe form of Boolean. You will not get anything apart from this. Only four types of data input you will be dealing in the field of Python. Correct? Clear, guys? Yes, no, just ping in the chat section if everything is clear, whatever we have discussed so far. If you have any question, just ask me. Otherwise, just give a, just comment in the chat like everything is clear. Then we can move for the next topic. And guys, this one that I have asked you, this is very important. Okay, the notes that I have given, the list, sorry, the string, like how you can access that. Okay, so this one they are going to ask you the interview question. And one more thing I want to highlight here, when I'm teaching you anything, as I said, I'm already working professional. Okay, so here whatever you will be saying here, whatever you are going to study, whatever you are going to learn, that is more toward the industry. Okay, so whatever you are going to use the industry, we are going to teach in that way. Okay, so the session is not going to be more into the theoretical part, it is going to be more into the practical sense. Okay, and we will give you some sort of notes, and during the live session as well, I will mention you, like you will have to note this point. This question people will ask you in your interview. Okay, so as I said, our main focus is to get you placed in good companies, to give you practical implementation. So that's why we are here. It is not your classroom that you have, you have seen till your school days, college days. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Thanks, Amardeep. Thanks, Siddharth. Thanks, everybody. Let's move ahead. Now, here you can see, now we have the common variable types. Okay. Second one that we have is data types in Python. Okay. What is this? Data types in Python. So basically, I will tell you what is this. set tuple set dictionary, list tuple set dictionary. Don't worry, I will tell you. See, just like, I mean, just imagine you have different food. Okay, you have, you have bread, you have butter. Okay, you have just imagine some sort of pulse, rice. You have different food. Okay, so same thing. You say data type, when I'm saying variable types that we have seen, your integer, float, your string, and boolean. So this is nothing, it is just like a food. Okay, which you will give to yourself. Correct. So same thing, this is nothing, this is just a input data type which you are going to give to the Python. Correct. Now how you will give? Correct. When I will ask you, like, you have different food, you have juice, you have water, you have bread, butter. Correct. So it is not like directly you can eat that. No, you need some sort of plate, you need some sort of uh, you know some resource where you can put that particular food. If you have the tea which is hot, you will have to put inside a cup. Correct. If you have butter, bread and butter, you will put that inside a plate and then you will eat, right? So same thing in the Python, you have different data type. List, I mean, you have different variable, which is string, float, integer, and boolean. But these data type, these variables, you directly can't give to the Python language. Python will not perform anything. Correct. So basically there is some sort of plates, you can say. There are some sort of input method where you will have to put this input. Okay, there are some sort of pot where you will have to put this input and then you can send to the Python language. Correct. So for that we have the data type. So any input that you have, any variable that you have, you will have to place inside a data type. Correct. And then you can send it to the Python. Okay, then Python will perform every operation. Correct. Now suppose here I can say data, wait, data type in Python. Okay, data type in Python. So the first data type that you have is list. List. Okay, syntax for this is list. This is the syntax as well. Okay, this is the syntax. How you will get to know something is list? Okay, or this one. So anything which will come under the square bracket like this. So this one you can say like this is a string. Okay, so inside this it can be anything. It can be number, it can be integer, it can be float, it can be a string, and also it can be boolean. Okay, so this is the advantage of list, that it can store multiple data type. Okay, so anything which will come inside a square bracket, so that you are going to call a list. Okay, so this is nothing, this is a list. Okay, now you can store your variable inside a list and then you can pass to the Python. Okay, Python, now Python will perform every operation. Correct. So this is the use of this data types. Okay, list, by list, tuple, dictionary, whatever you have. Correct. Directly you can't pass, you will have to store somewhere. Correct. Then you will have to pass to the Python. Same thing, you have food, you will have to put somewhere, you will have to put, you will have to use the plate, cup. Correct. And then you will have to give your body. So same thing, you will have to store this variable inside something. Correct. So for that you will have to use different data type. So first one you have list. List, this is nothing, anything which will come under the square bracket, you can use that. You can say that is string. And here let's assign that same way, we are going to assign a variable. I can say my list. Okay, we have seen this is my list. Now, if I want to print it, so I can print it. Correct? Just here type print. Here you can say this is your list. This is your list. Correct? Now, if suppose we want to check the data type, correct? If we want to check the data type, what is the data type of this variable my list? How we can do that? Checking the data type, correct? What function we can use? Tell me. We know, right? We know what kind of function we can use. Tell me, guys. Anybody? Do you know? We can use the type function, correct? See, we can use the type inside a bracket this variable name, correct? So here you can see this is saying this is list. So my type that you have seen, this is list, correct? Now slicing, same thing I can say, slicing the list. Okay, slicing the list. How? Same thing, whatever you have seen in the string part, everything as I said in the Python, same thing will happen everywhere. So in the list as well, the process is same, the rule is same. Okay, if you want to access the first element, second element, you are going from left to right, then the indexing will again start from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Okay, now tell me, if I want to access 2.5, then what will have to pass here? How we can access it, guys? Just ping in the chat section. If I want to access 2.5, then what we can use? Don't hesitate, tell me anything what is coming in your mind, whatever is coming. Anyone? Something is coming in your mind, just ping in the chat section. Sir, over the head. Amardeep, over the head, why? See, this is my list, and if you want to use, see, as I said, the here also the indexing will start from 0. So the ith element here, this is I. Okay, so I element of the index of I is 0, 2.51, India is second, true is third. So I will tell you how you can access that. My list, okay, just pass same square bracket and just pass the position. So 0, 1, 2. So I suppose I want to access India, I will have to pass the 2, 0, 1, 2. Here you can see you are getting India. Clear, Amardeep? Amardeep, is that clear now? Same way, if I want to access true, fourth element, so what we can give? We can give, see, 0, 1, 2, 3. Just pass 3. Here you can see you are getting true. Clear, guys? Everybody? No, sir. Please explain again. Okay. Okay. So, first of all, as I said that anything which will come inside a square bracket, that you will call list. Okay. and you can store any variable type. It can be integer, it can be float, it can be string, it can be boolean. Okay, anything you can store inside a list. You have assigned a variable which is my list. Okay, second thing, we have we have we have printed the output. Okay, so we have used the print function. We are aware like how we can check. So we have print my list and we got the my list. Now to check the data type, correct, we'll have to check the data type as well. How we can check that? We'll have to use the type function. Correct, here we have used the type function to check the data type. And here it is saying that my list, the data type of my list is nothing, this is list. Correct, now we are going for the slicing. Okay, how we can access different element inside a list. Okay, so we have 4 elements, 1 2.5. So here you can say this is a bracket. So if you have brackets, that means you have that much elements. So here you can say 1 2 3 4, you have 4 element inside the list. Okay, now if you want to access any element, suppose you want to access India, if you want to access 2.5 1 true, correct, this is complete element, this is not different. So this is one element, this is another one, this is the third element, this is the fourth one, right? If you want to access the any element inside a list, okay, suppose India true 2.1 1 2.5 1, you can just pass the index of that particular element inside a square bracket like this, my list square bracket, and just pass the index. So indexing again same thing, will start from 0. So this is 0 1 2 3. Okay, so if you want to access the India, you will have to pass 0 1 2. So here you can see you have passed 2 and you got the India. You, if you want to take the true, so you will have to pass again 0 1 2 3. So third, correct, third element. So here you can say we have passed the 3 and we got the true. Clear, Amardeep? Is that clear now? Oh, perfect, perfect. So do we move ahead? Next thing, perfect. Next one that we have is sit. Okay, next one that we have is not, yeah, sit, I can say sit. So next one that we have is sit. What is this? Next one we have is set. Okay, the syntax for set is set. Okay, and how you can use that? So anything which will come inside like this, okay, that you call the set. Okay, like this. Here also in set you can store multiple data type. Correct, the only thing is that you can't store the duplicate value here. Okay, in the list you can store the duplicate values as well. Okay, if I will tell you, see here you can see 2 point, here you can see you will get the duplicates as well. See 2.51, this is duplicate, correct, but inside a set you cannot store the duplicate value. Okay, suppose I'm going to put 1 2. Okay, and I'm going to assign a variable name here, my set. Okay, and when I will print this, you will see this duplicate will not be there in the final output. Wait. Here you can see, although we have passed the duplicate value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Correct. 1 and 2 was duplicate. But when we printed this and we have converted that into a set, and when we converted this, here you can see you are just getting the unique values, right? But in the case of list, list can handle the duplicate. Here you can see in the list you have passed the duplicate and it is giving the output. Correct. Same thing, duplicate we have, but in the set you don't have the duplicate value. Correct. So this is one of the major, you can say this is one of the major difference between list and set. I can write here. Yes, do you have any question? Yes, anybody? Any question? Someone has had raised the hand. Any question? No. Okay. So here I can write list can store duplicate values, but set cannot store duplicate values. Clear? Perfect. So this is the difference between set and list. So we have seen set, list, and same thing also here. If you want to access something, you basically you can't. Basically, the reason is here the number is not fixed, so you can't access it. Okay, you just need to. So set is just used to get the unique values. Okay, suppose you have any record. Just imagine you have any CSV file, any record which contains the all the city name. Okay, suppose you are working as a data scientist, data analyst, AI engineer for any company. Okay, your company has sold the product to the different countries. Okay, or maybe different city in the India, Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Hyderabad, all those cities. And you have sold multiple orders. Suppose you have sold multiple orders to Delhi, multiple orders to Chennai, multiple orders to Mumbai. Okay, like that you have sold around 1,000 order. Correct. But now, if I will ask you, hey, give me the unique state in which you have sold your product, right? So in that condition, you will have to use the set function. You can pass all the city name in the set, and set will give you the unique state name. Correct. It will remove the duplicate. If you have sold 10 times in the Delhi, so it will give you just one. That means you have sold in Delhi. That's it. Okay, so this is how in the real world problem you will have to use it. Okay, you have multiple data, you just want to know like unique values, correct, where you have sold your different product, so you can use the set. Now third one that you have is tuple. Okay, tuple. Tuple, syntax for tuple is tuple. Okay, so this is tuple. How you can mention the tuple? So tuple is nothing, anything which will come like this. Okay, that we call the tuple. Okay, and here also it is going to be the mixed data type. Okay, like this, or maybe like this, or maybe like this. Okay, or maybe like 2.5, 4.5, anything. So This is nothing, this is a tuple. And in tuple also you can store multiple data type, duplicate as well you can store. Okay, let's give this and let's give a variable my tuple. Okay, perfect. Here let's print this. And let's print this. Print my tuple. Here you can see you are getting duplicate as well. Okay, but you can store, you are not getting unique, you can store the duplicate as well. Okay, and you can store multiple. Okay, that is the tuple. Okay, is that clear, guys? Do you have any question, any issue, whatever we have discussed so far? Here also you can, access the element by same way that you have done in the list. Access the element in the tuple same as in the list. Okay, how? Same thing that we have done in the list. Okay, so suppose you want to access the Delhi here. Okay, just pass my tuple list, and Delhi is going to be one place. Okay, 0 1. My tuple, wait, just give me a minute. So here you can say 0 1. So on the one place you have Delhi, correct? So same way 0 1 2 3 4 5. So you can just pass the position of your character and you can get the output. That's it. Okay, pretty simple. Next one, fourth one that we have is dictionary. Okay, dictionary. Okay, guys, so far it's clear whatever we have discussed so far? Okay, perfect. Perfect. So the fourth one, syntax for this is dict. Okay, the syntax for dictionary is nothing, it is dict. Okay, and how you can build anything. So this is different from list, tuple, and set. So this is nothing, it will come as a key and value. Okay, so let's imagine like you are working in your office. Okay, you are working in your office. Okay, and you have your employee ID, or maybe you are just studying. Okay, you are in your college school, so you have your roll number. Okay, and suppose roll number 1 is Amardeep, roll number 2 is Haris. Okay, so if I will call roll number 1, then Haris will come, right? Roll number 2, Amardeep will come, right? So you have key and value. So key is nothing, your roll number, and value is your name. Okay, so either I can call by your name, either I can call by your roll number. So if I'm saying roll number 1, that means Amardeep. Either I can directly call Amardeep or I can call the roll number 1. If I want to hide the identity of Amardeep, I don't want to directly take the name of Amardeep. I can just say roll number 1, correct? And then we can assign whatever the address we want to give, like roll number 1, the name is Hari, the name is Amardeep, the address is your address, your mobile number, your parents name, everything. Correct? So if we are adding something like this, okay, so that kind of information we can store inside a dictionary. Okay, suppose like this, you have roll number 1, okay, and I can say Haris. Okay, roll number 2, here I can say Amardeep. Amardeep. Okay, so like that you can just give. So this is key, and here you will be there will be a semicolon. Okay, so here this is key, this is value, this is key, this is value. Okay, so like that you can just give the information. So if I will call 1, that means I'm calling Haris. If I'm calling 2, that means I'm calling Amardeep. I will tell you how. So let's assign this first of all, my dict. Okay, and let's print this, my dict. Perfect. Now if I want to check the variable name, okay, what is the variable name? I can just type and the variable name, my dict. So here you can say this is dictionary. Correct? Now accessing the element, how we can access the element? Accessing the element in dictionary. How we can access the different elements? Okay, let's see how we can access that. So first of all, let's print it. Okay, so suppose I want to access the Haris. So as I said, I just need to give the particular name. Oh, the key value. So roll number 1, Haris. Okay, just give like this. So you are getting Haris. Okay. If I want to give access the Amardeep, what we can give? Any idea? Just use your chat section, guys. Make this interactive. This is going to be the last one. Okay, thanks, Amardeep. Very good. Thanks. Just utilize the class, guys. So if I want to access the Amardeep name, what I will have to give here? Just and the last section, just ping in the chat so that I will get to know you can understand everything. Use your chat section, guys. 2, very good. So if I want to use the Amardeep, then my dict 2. Correct? You can get the Amardeep. Correct? So like that you can access this. Okay, so either you just need to pass your key from which you have associated, okay, and you can get the your name. So like that, it is not just one thing. So suppose your roll number, okay, suppose page number, okay, suppose let's imagine you have a book. Okay, so on page number 1 you have introduction, on page number 2 you have something else like page number 1 you have for introduction, page number 2 you have for introduction about Python, page number 3 you have machine learning, page number 4 you have deep learning. So you can tag that basically. Okay, so key and value, there will be a pair wise. So whenever someone will ask you what is dictionary, so you can say in dictionary we have pair wise word, key and values. Clear, guys? Okay, so that is all for today's session. Okay, and we have discussed the variable type and data type in Python, which is very important, guys. A lot of questions will come into the interviews, and this is very simple. And you can say if you are able to understand this one that we have discussed, believe me, Python is going to be very easy for you. If you are able to discuss, I mean, if you are able to understand whatever we have discussed today, believe me, very easily around you have you have understood around 40 to I mean 50 to 60%. Okay, very quickly you can adopt that, very quickly you can learn the Python. This is my commitment. Okay, so I will stop sharing my screen. So this was just a demo. So uh, maybe in the future we'll connect again, and we will schedule some other session. So in that session we will keep the things ahead, we will discuss some advanced thing which will help you a lot. Correct. So that's it for today. And now if you have any question, then you can ask me. And I'm handing over to the Webho. Webho, are you here?
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir, for taking us such a wonderful session. I hope all the learners had a great time learning new things today. And but we'll wait for another quick 1 minute, guys. If you have any more questions, you can just type in the chat box, or else we'll conclude the day with this.
Yes, guys. So now this is time for you. We are open to take your question. If you have any confusion like your career, in the starting you were asking something. So if you have any question like your career, your background, or anything, any confusion, whatever is coming in your mind, just ping in the chat section. We'll answer that thing. Okay. Anything that you want to ask from us. If you have any confusion, anything, just ask in the chat section. Haris, can I able to speak? You can just type Webhouse. Do we have this option?
No, under this session we don't have that option, but in future we are gonna have it. But for now we don't have it.
Yeah, guys. So here we don't have as of now, and going forward, there will be option where you can use your audio. I mean everything. Here as of now, you can just ping your query in the chat section. We'll answer that. Just type, just use your chat section, and we are going to answer that. Ev- Everybody, not just Haris, everybody, Amardeep, and uh, I can see Siddharth and Sivangi, Arya. Anyone, if you have any question, just ask me in the chat section.
Okay, I guess they have mentioned no. Guys, if you have any questions, obviously you can get in touch with your academic representative, and they'll be way more than happy to guide you a way to get clarify on the questions or queries that you have post this session. I would again like to express my deepest gratitude and thanks to all of you who have taken out this time and invested on their career. I'm sure this is going to give some return to you guys in the future. And thank you once again, Ashish sir, for your time. And we hope to see you again pretty soon.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.
Thank you, guys. Bye bye. Good night.
Good night.